Welcome back to the lab, y'all. It is your old Professor Pilk, and we have got some stuff to talk about today. Now, as you guys know, we can actually acquire a Mew free-to-play now in the game. So let's go to the Poké Portal, and let's kick this off by doing that. Now, there's a couple things you need to know about this. First things first, the main reason you're going to want this Mew, not obviously just to have Mew, but that's because the new raid event for Mewtwo that's dropping at the beginning of next month will essentially, yes, for most of us, it's dropping at the end of this month, but whatever, that will give this Mew the mightiest mark. They haven't officially announced that yet, but that's what all the data miners have been telling us for quite a bit of time now. So, to get this Mew, all we're going to do is we're going to put in get your, with a 0 instead of an O, Mew. That easy. Now, this doesn't mean you do need to be online. So if you're like me and you were farming the raid, this is the end of your raid farming for now. But that's cool. We've got some new raids coming in, and we'll talk about those as well. So, here comes Mew. I'm actually pretty stoked to have Mew in the game, I'm not going to lie. There it is. Awesome, awesome. I'm still on the quest for a shiny Mew, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You got Mew. So there's a few things we do need to know about Mew right out of the gate. Now, number one, Mew has a normal Terra. And I'm here to tell you right now, you're either going to want Bug, Ghost, or Dark. Now, the really nice part about Mew is that Mew can learn any move in the game. So let's see what Mew knows right at the moment. Hyper Voice, Swift, Light Screen, which actually would be really good for Mewtwo, and Life Dew. Now, Mewtwo is going to drop with probably normal Mewtwo stats. So special attack is going to be, you know, really the go-to. So having Light Screen is going to be really good for Mew. Mew has a ton of speed, but so does Mewtwo. So it's going to be a big question mark. Let's see. Mewtwo has a 130 speed base speed stat, and Mew has base 100. So Mewtwo will outspeed Mew. Mew essentially, Mew's stats are all 100. So you are going to need to do a little bit of work here with Mew. Now, in order to get Mew to out-damage Mewtwo, because Mewtwo's defense, both physical and special defense, are 90. Mewtwo probably can learn Reflect and Light Screen, though I don't suspect those will be in the build. But the main thing is Mewtwo will be weak to Bug, Ghost, and Dark, and since Mew can learn any TM in the game, literally just pick your favorite of those and change the Terra type, and then, you know, outfit Mew with whatever TMs that you feel are necessary. So we have some time to talk about. I'm going to talk about different builds for each one of those that I think we'll be able to take on Mewtwo. It's really not going to be that hard, and since Mewtwo resists Psychic, you really do want to avoid that. But so does Mewtwo. So does Mew. So with Mew resisting Psychic, that means that a lot of the incoming attacks initially from Mew, from Mewtwo, aren't going to be that effective. So, because I think Mewtwo has a Psychic Terra. I'd have to double check that, but I believe that's the case. Now, in fact, we'll find out here real quick, because we're going to check the news. So we do have a few other raids incoming, and these are things that you need to be aware of and potentially preparing for. I personally don't need these because I've already worked these mon out, but Scizor, Hydreigon, and Blissey are all getting raids. Now, Scizor and Hydreigon are the two main ones. They're the ones that are going to drop the vast majority of the rewards. And let's look over here. Looks like Mew does. I don't think they said. I think they've cut it off. I think in the previous. Okay, it does say right there. He is gonna have a Psychic Terra. So, yeah. So basically, essentially, you want to be able to take that on. Mew's going to resist, but Mew isn't necessarily going to be able to do an insane amount of damage with Psychic types. So you do want to be kind of ready for that. So, leading up to Mighty Mewtwo Showdown, we have a Scizor, we have a Hydreigon. These are all units that will be able to take on the event. Blissey's really in more of a support role, like I said the other day. So these are all things you want to prepare and be ready for. Now, as far as, like I said, the Mewtwo builds, we'll come back, We'll talk about that in a separate video, but for now, like, share, and all that good stuff. I'll be back with more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and make sure you guys get your Mew today. Even if you already have one, it's completely free. Why not? Makes sense.